Ever felt like a cog in a giant machine? What if I told you that unlocking your full potential at work could be as straightforward as understanding this machine learning concept? Neural networks. Welcome back, folks, to Human in the Loop. I'm Prakash, a senior data scientist in the HR space, and I'm your guide as we explore how ideas from machine learning can help you supercharge your career and navigate your organization like a pro. Now today, we're going to be diving into how your company operates like a neural network and how you can use this analogy to amplify your impact. Now, are you intrigued? Let's get started. But before that, how about a quick question? Have you ever wondered how your work connects to the bigger picture within your organization? Here's the deal. Neural networks, the backbone of artificial intelligence, are surprisingly similar to how organizations work and operate. Now, they both thrive on connections, learning, and adaptability. Let me break it down for you. Now, a neural network has three main layers. The input layer takes in data, just like how your company listens to customers and looks at external trends. Next, the hidden layers, this is where the magic happens. Your teams and departments process the information. And the last output layer, well, that's your company's performance. Its products, its services, and all of its results. Now, each layer has neurons, aka you and me, connected by synapses, or think of it as junctions where thoughts converge. Now, does this sound familiar about thoughts converging? Well, in your workplace, this might be the pantry area or the proverbial office water cooler. I don't know whether that's still a thing, but I digress. Now, just like neural network learns over time, organizations evolve by staying connected and adaptable. All right, so here's the kicker. Companies that act like well-oiled neural networks tend to crush it in the marketplace. And here's the research to back it up. A 2019 Harvard Business Review study found that companies with strong internal connections were 25% more innovative. And McKinsey reports that businesses with effective cross-team communication outperform their peers by 27% in financial performance. So yeah, connections matter a lot. So what does this mean for you, you ask? Well, how can you apply these insights to your role? Let's make it actionable with these 6 strategies. Step number 1, identify your layer. Where do you sit in the organization? Are you in the input, hidden, or the output layer? Step 2, strengthen your synapses. Build strong connections across teams and think cross-departmental coffee chats or Slack conversations. Step 3, activate your function. Get clear on how you bring value. What's your superpower? 4, reduce the noise. Cut through distractions and focus on what really moves the needle. Step 5, facilitate that feedback. Don't wait for annual reviews. Seek and give feedback regularly. Step 6, embrace neuroplasticity. Now, this just means that you gotta stay flexible, be open to learning new skills or taking on fresh projects. Now, this really amplifies your impact. Now, as always, we're gonna simplify this and personify this with a real-life example, Carlos. Now, Carlos is a marketing manager, and he noticed that he's part of the hidden layer, bridging customer insights with product strategy. So here's what he did. He strengthened his synapses by collaborating with sales and customer service. Then he optimized his function by turning customer data into actionable campaigns. He reduced the noise by saying no to distractions and prioritizing impact-driven work. And when a new digital initiative popped up, he embraced change and he adapted fast. Now, by thinking just like a neural network, Carlos didn't just do his job, he crushed it. But wait, aren't organizations messier than neural networks? You bet they are. But that's where another concept in machine learning comes in, the dropout. Now in AI, dropout prevents overfitting by adding flexibility to the model. So let me make it a bit simpler. Think of it this way. Imagine back in the day, you're back in grade school and you have exams the next day. You studied real hard for the science paper, but then you forgot, you've got both a science and a math paper. Oh darn. Do you think you would do well for the math exam? Probably not. So what does this mean for you? Well, don't kind of put all of your eggs in one basket, essentially. So avoid silos and embrace variety. Be a generalist. Balance your focus across diverse projects. Not convinced? Check out this awesome podcast by Mike Smith Jr. It's called the Generalist Podcast, and he interviews a lot of generalists and how they thrive in their organization. Now, let's wrap up with a key takeaway here. Where do you fit in the organization? how can you strengthen your connections? And what's one thing that you can do today to add value? Now, if you want to find out how to prioritize your career goals so that you can focus on what matters most, watch this next video. Until then, keep building those connections, and remember, every neuron, that's you, plays a vital role in making your organization thrive.